Hello. Hi, everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if the audio, video, everything is working well. But hello. I hope that this is working properly. It has been well over a year since I did my last live stream. I'm also going to wait a little bit for people to come in. Okay, I think I am live because I see myself here. Okay, great. You can hear me and everything's good. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled because I'm looking at 3 screens. I'm looking at my iPad, my laptop, and my phone just to make sure everything's working well. But anyway, hello. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for coming and joining me in this kind of impromptu live stream for my 7-year YouTube anniversary. We'll get to that in a minute, but it kind of snuck up on me. I had been really busy recently and I did not realize that my YouTube anniversary was coming up. And I was like, I really want to do something. Like, I want to do something to celebrate. 7 is my favorite number. 7 years is a really long time. And I just thought it would be fun to do something, casual and just chill, just to hang out with you guys because I don't get to do that very often. And I would like to do it more. So I just thought I would come on here and we can just hang out, answer questions. It'll be really chill. I have no idea when I'm ending this. I have no idea like what we're gonna do. If you guys come up with ideas while we're sitting here and hanging out, that's totally fine too. This can just be like a Q&A session. I can ask you guys questions too. Like, I don't know. We can just do whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to like celebrate the day because I'm home alone and I don't really have anyone to celebrate with. So who better to celebrate this with than the people who allowed me to make it this far in the first place, which is all of you. So yeah, I am going to try and not get emotional, but I have a feeling that I will at some point in this broadcast get very emotional. But who knows? We'll see. Anyway, how are you all doing? How has your week been? What is today? It's a Wednesday. How's your week been so far? What have you been reading? Yeah, I want to know how you guys are all doing. I'm currently doing pretty well. Like I said, I've been really busy recently, but I like have also been busy with good things. A lot of things I'm really excited to share with you. Some things I can't tell you about yet, other things I can tell you about. We can talk about those too. So yeah, I've just been working a lot. That's also why there hasn't been a video for like a month. I do apologize about that, but a new video will be up on Friday because I'm almost finished with editing that. I have like one clip to film and then I'll be done. And that'll be up. It's another experiment video. So I hope you guys are excited about that. I'm very proud of it. I put a lot of work into like the little animations and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I think you will. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, working on YouTube things, on some non-YouTube things, and yeah. And I have a really busy August. I spent all summer doing literally nothing. I haven't gone anywhere since like June. And even then, that was like a small like little concert. I went to a Taylor Swift like candlelight concert in June with my friends, and that's the last thing I did. And that was like the beginning of June. I haven't been anywhere since then. But now in August, I have a lot of things planned, and I'm very, very excited about that. A lot of things that you guys will also get to see. Some things that are just like mostly fun for me. Other things that will be, I think, hopefully fun for you too. And I will be vlogging the majority of it. So yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna look at what you guys are reading. Malibu Rising. I saw someone else say Evelyn Hugo. Summer is a time for like romance, isn't it? So like that's what a lot of people read. Makes sense. You're all saying that you're doing well. I'm glad. If there are any questions, feel free to leave your questions, of course. I will answer any and all questions. But yeah. Thank you for the anniversary congrats and stuff. Thoughts on Chain of Thorns? I don't have any thoughts on Chain of Thorns yet because it hasn't come out, so I haven't read it. So yeah, other than I'm really excited, but that's it. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there are any questions. Oh, someone asked me where my bee necklace is from. I get that question a lot. My mom got this for me for my birthday last year, and I think it's from Saks Fifth Avenue, like the department store. Yeah, it was like a special birthday present. So I don't know what the brand is. I have no idea about anything else about it. She just got this for me, and I just know it's from that store. So I hope that helps. Sorry. It's your birthday in a week. Happy early birthday. What's my favorite Cassandra Clare series of books? My favorite Cassandra Clare series is The Infernal Devices, and then potentially, what's it called? The Last Hours, depending on how Chain of Thorns goes. Right now, that one's really like coming for the title of my favorite one. But there's so much nostalgia attached to The Infernal Devices for me because I read those at such like a pivotal moment in my childhood, and they meant a lot. And even when I've reread them, I still really like them. So yeah, those are my favorites by far. Can you tell us more about how you found your personal style? You always have the best outfits. Thank you for the compliment. However, I feel like I have no sense of personal style. Not no sense of personal style, but I feel like I'm still very much discovering my own personal style. I really like earthy tones. I like florals, but specific floral prints, like not every kind of floral print. I like things that are inspired by nature in general, stuff like that. I like kind of Victorian looking things. I don't know, like sometimes I'm not really a Pinterest person. I have one, but I don't really use it very much. But sometimes if I see like pictures of things that I really like, I save those and then I get inspiration from those. I like pretty like feminine looking like dresses and stuff. And like more like traditional, like classic shapes and things, like Victorian kind of shapes of dresses and stuff. So that's kind of where I get my inspiration from mostly. But yeah, I feel like I'm still very much discovering my own personal style because sometimes I like to dress like that, and then other times I'm like, I really just want to be goth. Like that's what I want, but I don't think I can pull that off. So yeah, I don't know. What am I currently reading? I said this in the chat earlier while we were waiting for the live stream, but I'm reading. I'm gonna fall off. I have my whole TBR sitting here next to me, but I'm reading Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. I'm 47 pages into it so far. I had to stop reading it. I started it a while ago. I had to stop because I was filming a video. So yeah, what was I saying? I was filming a different video, so I had to read those books. And now I'm getting back to this one. So this is probably going to be the next book that I finish. That's what I'm currently reading. And then I have like a million more books that are on my TBR as well. Am I seeing 17? No, I'm not seeing 17. I am going to a couple concerts later this year. I really wanted to go to TXT in San Francisco, but unfortunately could not get tickets for that, and I was very upset. Were they in San Francisco or Oakland? San Francisco. So I was upset about that. Very sad. But nonetheless, I'm going to, what's her name? Chapel Rowan in LA in August. I'm very excited about that concert. That'll be really fun. And then I'm seeing Lil Nas X in October. So those are the two concerts that I have lined up for the remainder of the year for now. But yeah, unfortunately not seeing 17. Sorry, I just realized I'm humming. I do that a lot when I'm thinking, and then I forget that I'm live. Have I watched Your Name? Yes, that's my like top 3 favorite movies of all time. Updated top 10 books of all time. I'm definitely planning on filming like a new, sorry, that was a really loud car. I'm definitely planning on filming a new like all-time favorite books video, but there are a few books I still want to read that I have like a feeling will become all-time favorite books. So that's why I haven't filmed it yet, but we'll see. I will hopefully do one fairly soon after I read a few more books. Oh, where did I get my cute Howl's Moving Castle earrings? Thank you so much for asking. I forgot to show them on here. I'm literally wearing these Howl's Moving Castle earrings. I hope you can kind of see that. I just changed these out today. I have no idea where they're from because my best friend got them for me. My best guess is that they're from Etsy because she buys everything from Etsy, but she won't tell me where she buys anything because she doesn't want me to go look for it. But yeah, I didn't buy them myself. My best friend got them for me, but I think they're from Etsy. I can ask her. I'll ask her later and let you all know. But yeah, they're like my favorite thing ever. They make me so happy. They just feel so right when I'm wearing them. Mhm. Can I rank Taylor Swift albums? I think I've done this on Instagram before, and TikTok maybe, but I think my order might have changed a little bit. My number one is Speak Now. It'll always be Speak Now, unless she releases something that I like more, which is, I think, not possible because there's too much nostalgia attached to Speak Now for me. And then it's definitely Folklore and Evermore. They're kind of tied. Sometimes I like Evermore more. Sometimes I like Folklore more. It depends. Then definitely those two. And then it's Fearless and then Red and then 1989 and then no, Fearless, Red, 1989. I think recently Lover jumped up a little bit for me because I was listening to it a bit more. So then I think it's Lover, Reputation, and Debut. Those three are always in my bottom like three, but it switches around depending on which one I'm listening to the most. But I listen to those a lot less than I listen to the other ones. And did I forget an album? I can't. I'm looking at Spotify now because I can't remember. Um, I think that's all of her albums. Did I forget anything? I don't think I forgot anything. I'm pretty sure that's it. Do I listen to Phoebe Bridgers? I do. I don't like listen to her all the time, but there are a few songs I really, really love. I love Georgia. I love Funeral. I love, hold on, let me just go to my liked songs on Spotify. Let's see. Phoebe Bridgers. I Know the End is definitely one of my favorites. Georgia and Funeral. Those are like my top three. I like Punisher and ICU and Graceland too. Yeah. Let's see. What genre do I enjoy reading the most? It used to be fantasy, and honestly, I still think it's probably fantasy. I just haven't read fantasy for a while. I was going through like the books I've read this year, and I realized I've read like no fantasy series, like none. And I usually read almost exclusively fantasy series, but I've read like none this year, which is so weird. And I haven't read a lot of like new fantasy books. So yeah, I have like a video that I'm planning that will hopefully remedy some of that. But yeah, I haven't read much fantasy at all this year. I read like a couple recently that were like standalones, and I loved that. Obviously, I read Sorcerer of Thorns recently, which I really, really loved. But as far as series go, I haven't read many series. But fantasy is still one of my favorite genres. I really like just like any kind of like quiet magical book. I don't know like what you would technically define that as. It's definitely fantasy, probably like standalone fantasy, sometimes magical realism, like what would you call it? Like fableism, like that type of thing. I think that's probably my favorite type of genre. Those are the books I end up like just loving the most. I like a lot of different things, but those are the ones that always just like really resonate with me. Have I listened to Jack in the Box? Of course I've listened to Jack in the Box. I'm in love with it. Equal Sign, great song. What else? Obviously, I loved More. I rewatched that music video so many times the day that it came out. Arson is incredible too. What was the other one that I really liked? Hold on. Jack in the Box. Pandora's Box. Oh my god. Also that intro. That intro really got me. It's not a song, obviously, but like just the whole sequence of the album is so good. What If? Yeah, What If, Equal Sign, and Pandora's Box are my three favorites besides the title tracks. Um, Have I read any other Alice Oseman book other than Heartstopper? Yeah, I read Radio Silence years ago, and that's one of my favorite books I think I've ever read. I'd have to reread it to see if I like it more than Heartstopper or not, but honestly, I think I might. I really, really loved that book. And I started it a while ago. I haven't had time to pick it up again. I started Loveless. I forgot. I've read 2 more of her books too. Oh my God. I've read Solitaire and I Was Born for This. I didn't really like those very much. I think I gave both of them like 3, maybe one of them 2 stars. Like it was just okay. And I don't think about it. I honestly don't remember anything that happened in them. But yeah, I love Radio Silence. And I am currently reading Loveless. So we'll see how I feel about that one. I think I'm only like 20 or so pages into it, so not very far. So I don't really have any opinions yet. Can I talk about An Ember in the Ashes? You're considering reading it. You should read it. It's one of my favorite series of all time. It's a great series. New Atla content. Yeah, I saw, oh, sorry, there's like a pop-up on my screen. Yeah, I saw that they're making a movie, like Avatar Studios is going to be making like an Avatar movie that's originally was supposed to be a Kyoshi movie, but they're pushing that back, I guess. And now they're making a movie about like young adults or adults, I guess. The gang, like with Aang, Katara, Zuko, Toph, and hopefully Sokka. I mean Sokka, obviously Sokka. I mean, hopefully Suki. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited about that. I cannot wait. Also, in terms of Avatar content for me, I have had this one video planned, which I won't tell you what it is yet because I don't want to spoil it, for like a while that's Avatar related. And I think I'm going to start filming it fairly soon. So I'm really excited about that too. But yeah, oh God, I need to rewatch Avatar. It's been too long. And by too long, I mean like maybe 7 months since I've watched it. Do I like Conan Gray? Yes, I do. I loved Super Ache. I have had movies. Is it called Movies? Is that the name of the song? On loop. That's going to be one of my top songs of the year. It's going to be like a Heather situation. When Heather came out that year, that was literally my #1 song for that year. I had it on loop for days for no reason other than it's an incredible song. But yeah, I love Conan Gray. Show us your TBR. Okay. I have it right here. I'm sorry if I bump this. Currently, I'm reading Alone with You in the Ether. And then I also have Beach Read, which I want to read soon because I just read Book Lovers, and that'll be in the video that's going up on Friday, so you can see my thoughts. But yeah, I want to read Beach Read as well. I just read a bunch of romance books, so I'm still in a little bit of a romance mood, but also kind of getting out of that romance mood. So I think I just want to finish up these remaining romance books. But I also just finished rewatching Bridgerton season 2 for the 3rd time, I think. So I really want to read The Viscount Who Loved Me because I just can't stop thinking about Kate and Anthony. Also, that was the other thing I was going to mention. I'm going to the Bridgerton experience in San Francisco in August, and I'm so excited. Like first week of August, I don't know. It's the like 7th of August, and I'm so excited. Oh my God. I have been wanting to go ever since I saw that it was a thing in LA. And I was like tempted to go to LA to go to it, and then it ended, and then it came to San Francisco too. So I was like, it's nearby now, I can go. So yes, I'm very, very excited about that. That was why I was rewatching it, and that's also why I want to read it. When I go, I will vlog it because I think it'll be so much fun. Next on my TBR, this is the one I want to read like next, honestly, but I just keep putting it off. But it's Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I saw this cover and I was like, that's so pretty. And that's why I got it in the first place. And then I saw that it was blurbed by John Green and Erin Morgenstern. Okay, I had to buy it. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to read this. I haven't heard a thing about it. I don't even know what it's about. Like literally impulse bought this because of the cover and because of the blurbs by Erin Morgenstern and John Green. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna like this, even though I have no clue what it's about. And then I have Down Comes the Night by Alison Saft. Alison Saft. Yes, I can't read. This is her debut novel. I read A Far Wilder Magic. I have not talked about this on YouTube yet, but I talked about it on Instagram a little bit. And I read A Far Wilder Magic, which was her sophomore novel. I loved it because, one second, let me go get it. It's right there. Also, you can just look at RJ sitting here. Let me just get some of the books that are over here. Oh no, I'm gonna drop these. Okay. Don't mind me. My setup here is a little rough because my laptop is resting on some books, so it's a little unstable, but we're just gonna deal with that. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to not sit on RJ. Okay. Anyway, A Far Wilder Magic. This is her second novel. This was her first novel. I read this. Do you see? You can't see that. Oh my God. But there are a ton of tabs in here. Okay. There's like a ton of tabs in here. They're all really pale colors, so you really can't see it. But it's so much. I'm obsessed with this. I have not talked about it yet because I haven't uploaded any videos since I read it. But oh my God. And I need to explain specifically why I'm obsessed with this. Because as many of you probably know, I love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, okay? And who are my favorite characters in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Roy, Mustang, and Riza Hawkeye. This is Roy and Riza fanfiction. It's literally Roy and Riza fanfiction. And not just like any Roy and Riza fanfiction. It's Roy and Riza like early life, like their early life, their childhood, like how they met fanfic. And I swear to God, it is based off of one of my all-time favorite fanfics. Like, I swear it's based off of that fanfic. I have read that fic so many times, and I promise you this is based off of that. And in the best way possible. Like, I mean this fully as a compliment. It's so good. It's obviously different. Like, it's not the same thing, but it's about alchemists. And like, if you've read the fic that I'm talking about, which no, I will not name it right now because I have to fact check myself on a couple of things. But I will eventually tell you all what it is. But if you've read Roy and Riza fanfic, if you're in that realm whatsoever, I think you know what I'm talking about in terms of like common tropes and common like headcanons that people have about the two of them. This book, it fits all of those. It fits all of those. And the author has said that like the world is obviously inspired in some ways by Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because it's about alchemists and alchemy. So yeah, if you love Roy and Riza, oh my God, it was 5 stars. It was so good. I was obsessed. I still am. Literally gonna be on my favorites list for the end of the year. It was so good. So anyway, all of this to say, I got her first book because I was like, I need to read more of your writing because the writing was also really good. Even if you take that out of it, even if you don't care about Roy and Riza, I think you'll still like this. It's not like that fanficky, if you know what I mean. It's just you can tell when you know. But yeah, so now I'm excited to read Down Comes the Night as well. Ignore this chair creaking. And yeah, I think that's my full TBR for now. There were a couple other books, but I don't know. There's always a million books I want to read. Oh, let me get my questions back and resituate myself. I did not set this up for myself to like get up and do things. So I'm sorry if I'm moving around a ton now. Okay. I just talked a lot and I was not looking at the chat whatsoever. Will I ever do a book ranking vid? You really like those. Yes, I have a couple planned, but like there are just more books I want to read first before I get there. So I'm sorry I'm hitting this and it's moving around. Give me 1 minute. Let me just like sit down, crisscross again so that I can be comfortable and like properly read all of these questions. And ignore this chair creaking behind me. It's very old. Okay. What was I? Oh, ranking. Yes, I would like to do more ranking videos, and I have a couple planned. They're just some videos, I mean, some books that I need to read first. So that's the only thing. So I'm waiting to do that for a couple things. Um, so yeah, but I can definitely do more. If there are any specific ones you want to see, let me know. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to like catch up on the chat now. I have no idea what you guys have been saying because I talked for so much. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing for talking. That's the point of this live show. It's a habit. I can't help it. Quick question. How old were you when you started your channel? How old do you think someone should be to start a channel? I was 18 when I started my channel. So like a child. I feel like I was such a child. I definitely was. I had just graduated high school and I like had no idea what I was doing. But I go back and I look at I went back and I watched my first video again, which I can't do. Like it sucks. It's painful to watch. I'm whispering at the camera. I've talked about this so many times, but I'm whispering at the camera. It's just so bad. My hair is literally still wet because I had recently gotten out of the shower. It hadn't even fully dried yet. I look completely different. Like I look like a different person to me. It was a lot. So yeah, I went back and I watched that video and I was like, God, this was like, I feel like a different person. I feel like a completely different person. But to answer your second question, how old do I think someone should be? I mean, in my opinion, I think you should wait until you're a little bit older. I feel like if I had started making videos when I was like 16, 15, I'm not saying you can't or that you shouldn't, or if you have like that's bad or something, not at all. But personally, I feel like if I had, I would have regretted it in some ways because like I don't know, I feel like I needed to be like at a certain level of maturity in order to like be able to handle being public on the internet, if that makes sense. I think that's like the biggest thing in my opinion. You have to like take into account like at least for me when I was younger, like I didn't have a filter in the same way that I have a filter now, where like I know when to say something and when not to say something, how to hold myself accountable if something happens, how to just like handle myself publicly. And I don't think that like when I was 16, I really knew how to do that. I feel like my old Tumblr from back in the day, my like fandom Tumblr is evidence of that. Makes that very clear. So yeah, that would be my only thing. I would just say like be sure that you're in a place where you like know how to like handle being public, because it's hard to do that and to manage that, and to like know how much to share or how much to not share. So yeah, just think about that. I would consider that if you're considering it, but I don't think that you have to be a specific age or anything. I think you could start one at any time. Like you can be 40 and start a YouTube channel. It doesn't really matter. Mm. Am I into Spy Family? Yes, I love Spy Family. I don't know if you can see it behind me right there. I have there. I have the whole series. I haven't read the last 2 volumes, but that will potentially be in an upcoming video. I have a manga video planned, so I'm excited about that too. Thoughts on Summer I Turned Pretty. I really liked it. I was not expecting to like it. I thought it was going to be like really cringy. And as someone who loves like a good teen drama movie show, I like I'm always kind of skeptical because I felt like a lot of recent ones have been not the best. And while this one definitely had some like cringy moments for sure, as a whole, it was really good. That last episode made me cry. That was a lot. I was also I thought it was going to be a movie, and so then when I saw that it was a show, I was really confused, but pleasantly surprised actually because I prefer shows to movies typically. But I actually really liked it. And if you're going to ask me if I'm Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah, I'm Team Jeremiah. Actually, I'm Team Cameron because that kid was better than anybody else. But if we have to pick, I'd pick Jeremiah. I don't remember who I liked more in the books because I read them a long time ago and it was a fever dream. Like I don't remember at all. But in the like show, Jeremiah, he was superior. Have I watched Death Note? Yes, I have watched Death Note. Favorite sour song? My favorite sour song is Happier. My favorite Avatar character is Zuko. It will always be Zuko. He's literally my favorite fictional character of all time. Have I read the Atlas 6? Yes. I enjoyed it. I'm excited for the sequel. What's my most anticipated book for next year? Chain of Thorns. Easily Chain of Thorns. The day that comes out, I will not be speaking to anybody. Do I like musicals? Any faves? Yes, I do. I love Phantom of the Opera. That's still probably my favorite musical of all time. What else do I like? I've never seen Wicked, but I've heard the entire soundtrack, and I love the soundtrack for Wicked. It's been a long time. I was very much a theater kid in high school and middle school, so yeah. But I feel like I very much grew out of my theater kid phase as well. So I was also never as into it as a lot of other theater kids were. But now I'm blanking on literally every musical I've ever seen in my entire life. That's like that question when someone asks you what your favorite movie is, and it's like you've never seen a movie. I feel like I've never seen a musical now. I have. I've watched like a few on Broadway. I've seen Mean Girls on Broadway. I've seen Heathers, not on Broadway, but I liked the Heathers musical. That was fun. But it's been a long time, so I don't fully remember. I just like some of the songs. I like a lot of the music from Hadestown. That's great. Yeah, most of them I've like listened to the music, but I haven't watched them. Apart from Phantom. Phantom's just still my favorite. It's been my favorite since I was a kid. What are my favorite K-dramas? My favorite K-drama of all time is Extraordinary You. And then what else? Hotel Del Luna. I love True Beauty because it's so camp, so extra. While You Were Sleeping, Hometown Cha Cha Cha. Recently, Business Proposal. I loved Business Proposal. I really like the like rom-coms. They're really fun to me. But I like the ones that have like some kind of magical component to them, especially, which is why I like Hotel Del Luna and Extraordinary You so much. Definitely forgetting more, but those are for sure some of my favorites. What do I look for in a book? I mean, it depends. It kind of depends on what I'm reading the book for. Like in terms of what genre it is, I guess I should say. Because if I'm reading like a suspenseful like thriller, like obviously I'm really looking for something that's witty and like clever and obviously suspenseful and builds tension really well. But if I'm reading like, I don't know, like a satirical novel or something like that, I obviously want like good. I guess you could apply this to anything. So we'll just apply this to everything. I'm looking for good prose. Like it has to have good prose. I can't read a book with bad writing. I want good prose. And I also definitely need good character development more than anything. Character development is extremely important to me. If there's no character development, I don't care. Like there can be no plot. As long as there's character development, then it matters. I don't really mind if there's no plot personally. Depends. Depends on how little plot. Like if there's literally nothing going on and the characters are really boring, then I can't do it. But if the characters are great and there's no plot and nothing's going on, then I can do it. So I guess I'll answer that with character development and good writing. Those are the two most important things to me. Would I ever start another book club? I actually thought about this a lot. I have kind of really wanted to for a while now. I don't know. I've considered like making like a Patreon and like doing a Patreon book club, because I know that like basically every single influencer at this point, influencer, content, I don't know, whatever you want to call us, pretty much everyone has a Patreon at this point. But I don't, and I still haven't made one. And I don't know, I still feel weird about it, the idea of making one. But I've thought about doing that because I feel like that might be a good way to like also motivate myself to maintain it and like keep up with it and everything. So yeah, I have thought about that because I feel like it would be fun because then I can do like this type of thing again and just like do a monthly live show with you all and just like talk about the book that we all read. I feel like that would be really fun. I feel like I need to be in a different place in terms of what I'm working on, and how busy I am in order to like fully start it and get it off the ground and everything. But maybe once that happens, maybe by the end of the year, I'll officially start one. We'll see. But it is something I've been considering. Do I like Crash Landing on You? Oh, people ask me that all the time. I do like Crash Landing on You. Personally, I think it's a little bit overrated. I know that's like everyone's favorite K-drama. I personally found it a little bit overrated. The chemistry between the characters was amazing because obviously the two of them were literally in love, like literally. But I didn't care all that much. I thought it was just okay overall. I don't really remember a lot of what happened in it, honestly, because it just wasn't as memorable as others to me. But I know that K-drama introduced a lot of people to K-dramas in general. Favorite anime? My favorite anime of all time is Fruits Basket, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Yona of the Dawn. Those are my top 3. Favorite classic other than The Picture of Dorian Gray? Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I love Wuthering Heights. It's been a long time since I've read it, but I think I'd still probably really love Wuthering Heights. Which I understand is a red flag for a lot of people. Every time I see those lists of like red flag books, people are like, and if it has classics on it, people are always like, oh, Wuthering Heights is a red flag book. Like, leave me alone. I just like it. Okay. I don't think it's a romance the way that I feel like a lot of people think it's a romance. It's not a romance. It's a tragedy. But I do love Wuthering Heights. I love The Great Gatsby too. That's always been one I really liked. And then what else? Oh, anything by Jane Austen, obviously. Those are probably some of my favorites. I'm definitely forgetting things, but yes. Am I thinking of watching the Netflix adaptation of Shadow and Bone? I've seen it. I've seen Shadow and Bone. I'm very excited for the second season. I really liked season 1. It had some like issues here and there, but like as a whole, I really liked it. I feel like it really got the vibe of the book series really well. Do I have a favorite podcast? I don't. I don't listen to podcasts. Like I can't name one podcast for you because I don't listen to any, and I want to, but I just don't even know where to start. I need to find some to listen to, but I don't listen to any. If you have any recommendations of ones you think I might like, I'm always like talking to my friends. I'm like, oh, we should start a podcast. I don't even listen to podcasts, so I don't know. How do I organize my bookshelves? Series and then vibes. That's literally it. It's like series are all on this side and then vibes. That's how I organize them. Did I watch the new Persuasion movie? I did. I hated it. I pretty much have I agree with the majority of people who I've seen talking about it online where they're saying like it's just not good. I agree. It was not good. The Gen Zification of the like language was atrocious. The second I heard her sister say, I'm an empath, I was about to turn the movie off. Like I I couldn't take it. it was a choice. It was a choice. Thoughts on the upcoming Daisy Jones adaptation? I'm very excited. I have seen like 2 pictures and like that's it. I have not kept up with any of it. I think from what I've read, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm misremembering. So if I am, please correct me. That Phoebe Bridgers is doing some of the music for the Daisy Jones adaptation. And if that is true, and if I'm right, I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be good. It seems good so far based on like the 2 pictures I've seen and the fact that I think Phoebe Bridgers is writing some of the music. Mm. Any movie recommendations similar to Pride and Prejudice? Um, I don't know. I mean, if you want to take like my top 3 favorite movies of all time, it would be Pride and Prejudice 2005. Is it 2005 or 7? 5? I can't remember. You know which one, the Keira Knightley one. And Howl's Moving Castle. I feel like that kind of has similar like atmospheric vibes. Very different because it's fantasy and it's animated, but still somewhat similar. And then Your Name, which is again anime with a little bit of like fantasy. But to me, all of those movies have like a very similar, like comforting vibe to them. Any Ghibli film will honestly, I feel like, give you similar vibes. If you want another Jane Austen adaptation, personally, my favorite one, besides that Pride and Prejudice, is Sense and Sensibility with Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman, and who else is in that cast? Kate Winslet. That Sense and Sensibility is fantastic. And also the BBC miniseries for Emma. I love that one. I watched the new Emma as well. It was okay, in my opinion. I know a lot of people really loved that one. I don't think it's bad. I personally didn't love it. I thought it was just fine. But the BBC adaptation, the miniseries, I love. I love that one. I've seen it like twice or 3 times. I find it so comforting. So definitely recommend that one. Ghibli movies ranking. I haven't watched all of them still. There's still quite a few that I haven't seen. I've seen the majority of them, and I think I've seen definitely all of the most popular ones, but I haven't seen quite a few of them. So I'd have to watch the rest of them in order to actually do that. But if you guys want me to do that, then I can. Can I talk about my BTS concert experience? Sure. It was so much fun. I had planned like a whole what's it called, vlog about like for the concert and everything, and unfortunately that did not happen for a number of reasons, but mostly because I got really overwhelmed with a lot of things I was doing, which is the story of my life. But it was still like so much fun. It was so much fun. I'm so glad that I went. I still think about it now all the time. I go back and I watch my videos that I filmed all the time, and it brings me so much joy. The greatest thing about that for me was so they did 4 nights in LA, right? And the first night they performed for the encore songs. They do different encore songs every night. And for the first night, for the encore, they did Spring Day as one of the encore songs, which, if you know me, that's my favorite BTS song. And I was like, if I see nothing else live, like I need to see Spring Day live. That matters to me so much. And they did it the first night, and I was going the third night. So I was like, if they like don't, or maybe they did it the second night. I can't remember. Basically, the way that it was like set up, I thought that they were not going to perform Spring Day on our night that we were going to the concert. And so I was obviously still very excited to go. Like, it wasn't going to make me sad, but I was like, it's fine. Like, I'll give up on my dream of ever having like seen Spring Day live or heard Spring Day live. And then they ended up performing Spring Day, and I lost my mind. Like, I filmed the entire song. But like halfway through, I had to give my phone to my sister because I was like shaking and like about to start crying. I didn't cry, but I was like about to start crying and like shaking, and I couldn't film it anymore. So I was like, can you please film this for me? And so I had my sister film the rest of it. as my best friend and I were like screaming the lyrics at each other. And it was so much fun. And yeah, the whole thing was just, it was such a good experience. I met a few of you there, which was really cool. And that was the first thing I had done, and really the only big thing I have done since COVID too. Like I hadn't gone anywhere before last December at all. So it was really, really exciting to go, and just so much fun to see them. They're so good live. The energy they have is unmatched, and oh, it was so good. I didn't cry at all until we were in the car driving back home, and like not even the day, like night of, like the day afterwards, like when we were leaving Los Angeles, and we were sitting in the car and we were listening to BTS, obviously, and Spring Day came on, and all of a sudden I was just like bawling, like sobbing so hard. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't cry during the actual performance, but I'm sobbing now. And I just couldn't stop for like the entirety of the song. It was a lot. It was so much fun though. It was so much fun. Anytime they come back and have another tour, I will go. I don't care where I have to go. I'll go again. But I'm still very grateful I got to go at least once. Have I seen Anne with an E? No. I've started the first episode. But I never finished it, and that was a long time ago, but I never finished it. I really do want to, because I have a feeling I would really, really like that. And a lot of you recommend it to me a lot. And I feel like you all know my taste pretty well. So I trust your recommendations. So I do really want to see it. So I'm trying to find new questions. What hairstyle do I have? I currently just have like little clips, like those tiny little butterfly clips in my hair, just like pinning the top back. Yeah, that's it. If you're talking about like my hair cut, it's just long layers with like V shape at the bottom. That's it. Thoughts on Loveless, the book? I haven't read it yet. I started it. I think I mentioned this earlier. I started it, but I haven't finished it. So I don't really have any thoughts yet. Watching Spring Day film out and Your Eyes Tell would fix you. Yeah. I need to see Your Eyes Tell live. The thing is, I want to go to a Japanese BTS concert because some of their Japanese songs are my all-time favorite BTS songs. Like Don't Leave Me and what's it called? Crystal Snow. And oh my God, what is the other song? Why am I blanking? Where's my Spotify? Hold on. Why am I blanking? But anyway, Your Eyes Tell, obviously. Why can't I remember the name of the song? It's bothering me so much now. But yeah, those are literally some of my favorite BTS songs of all time. Let Go. Oh my God. Let Go is my favorite one. So yeah, I would love to go to a Japanese BTS concert because I want to see all of those live, and they're never going to do them otherwise. I would also love to see Dang live, but that's also not going to happen. So we're not asking who is her bias. My bias is Jungkook, but also recently I've been intensely bias wrecked by Namjoon, but also I don't really have a bias. I love all of them. Yeah. I just love all of them. I don't really have a bias, but it is probably Jungkook. What's my favorite song at the moment? I don't know. Let's go to Spotify. Me every other question. Let's go to Spotify. Okay, I don't want this. Leave me alone. Thank you. Oh, I've been listening to the new Sabrina Carpenter album a lot. Emails I Can't Send. That was really good. It was really, really good. Because I Liked a Boy, it was very good. I'm very invested in this whole like very public love triangle thing that was going on with this album and Sour and everything. I just like how it's like all connected to each other. It's fascinating to me. I have no idea anything. I have no clue about what's going on with their actual lives or the actual drama. Oh my god, I don't want to play it. Or with the actual drama in their lives, but I just like that the songs connect to each other. I find that fascinating. And because I Like to Boy is really good. Um, what else have I been listening to a lot recently? Mostly just Conan Gray, my usual Taylor Swift. I am not like a big Lana Del Rey person. I never really listened to her all that much in high school and stuff, even though she was like at her peak when I was in high school. I just like listened to the most popular songs. But for some reason, yesterday I was really, really in the mood to listen to some Lana Del Rey. So I just had her albums on loop yesterday. So I was listening to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Did I read the Arian Dante sequel yet? No, I haven't read it yet. I know. I need to. I know. I will. But I have not read it yet. Imagine Heartbeat live. Yeah. I love Heartbeat. I love it so much. That song came out like right like a little bit, oh sorry about this. A little bit after I had first gotten into them and I was obsessed. Oh, sorry, the comments just caught up. um Have I seen How to Train Your Dragon? I've only seen the first one, and I was really young when I watched it, so I don't really remember anything that happened in it. I just do remember liking it. Would I go to BookCon again when it comes back? I would, if it's coming back. I don't know if it is or not. Um, but if it did, I would definitely love to go again. I really just want to do things where I can like meet you guys and hang out with you all because it's been so long and it makes me really sad. And I looked forward to BookCon every year so much because it was so much fun getting to like actually meet you all in person and hang out with like all of my friends and meet new people who were in the community and stuff. And I don't have like a space to do that now. So yeah, I'd love that. Um, but yeah, I just want to go to conventions again. Mm. How's my cooking going? It's going well. I am having so much fun cooking. I still basically only make the same few meals. I haven't expanded too far out of that, but that's mostly just because I don't have much time. But it's really fun. I've really loved cooking. If like you're newer here, in the past like year and a half ish, I got really into cooking, and before that, I like never cooked at all. I didn't like it. I like genuinely had this fear of cooking. Um, but no, I got like super into it and I really like it now and it's a lot of fun. And it's been like really relaxing. Sometimes when I'm like really bored or like really distressed or stressed out or anxious or something, I'll just like start cooking. Like today for lunch, I'm probably going to, after this live, I'm just going to go cook myself something good. Um, yeah, it's been really, really fun. My favorite instrument is the piano. Do I listen to Selena Gomez? I don't. Do I play any video games? Yes, I love the Zelda video games. I love Breath of the Wild. Such a comfort game. Animal Crossing, of course, the classic. I've been playing that one since the original GameCube one, and I found my GameCube recently, and I found my original Animal Crossing game, and I went on there. I went on there, and I literally had not opened that game in 14 years. 14 years. My villagers were literally like, "Where have you been for the past like 400 months or something?" I don't know how many months it is. I did the calculation. It was 14 years in terms of months. I don't remember the number of months, but basically they were like, "Where have you been for the past like 100 something months or something like that?" And I was like, "What?" Like several hundred months. And I was like, "Oh my god, it's been so long." I played that one. I also found my Animal Crossing City Folk because I loved that game too. Like every version of Animal Crossing except New Leaf. That was the only one I never played. Um, so yeah, it was lots of fun finding those. Recently, the video game that I play like more than anything to just kind of like be chill is a game called Sky. I don't know if how many of you know about that game, but it's called Sky Children of the Light, I think is the full name. It's like a mobile game, but also it's available on Switch. And I got it on my Switch, but I used to play it on mobile like a couple years ago, but just for like a little while when it was kind of newer. And then I started playing it again recently, and it's such like a relaxing, fun, chill game where basically you're just like this little like bird-ish person. You're just like a little person, and you have like a cape that allows you to like fly. You just fly around, and it has this like beautiful scenery. And obviously there's a bit of a storyline to the game too, but mostly it's kind of like a daily, you check in and like do your little daily things kind of game. And it's great. I love Sky. It's so relaxing. And anytime I'm like super stressed out, I'll just play that for a little bit. Thoughts on V.E. Schwab? She's one of my favorite authors. Or she was. I haven't read like her newest book, and I have to reread a lot of the old ones, but she's definitely been one of my favorite authors. I have like, can you see it behind me? Yes. No, this way. Sorry, everything's mirrored. Those are like all her books. I have like a whole, almost a full shelf just dedicated to her books. Am I interested in the Netflix live action remake of Avatar: The Last Airbender? Honestly, no. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since Brian and Mike, the original creators of Avatar, left that like production and left working on that, I have had no interest in it, like none whatsoever. And I've seen some of the casting, not all of it, for the show or the movie. I don't know what it is. I think it's a show. And while some of it seems good, I've also seen some controversy around some of the other people who were cast. And like, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be good. It could surprise me. Maybe it is. Maybe it will be. But I have no faith in it. Ever since they left, like I trust their vision in Avatar. And that's why I'm way more excited for like the Avatar Studios, like movies and stuff. I feel like that's going to be much better personally. Do I listen to Mitski? Not really. I listen to like a couple of her songs, but like not much. My sister's like super into Mitski, and so she'll like sometimes tell me to listen to a couple of her songs, but I don't really listen to her very much. Would I ever do a Taylor Swift book related video? I've thought about it. I have a really old one. I don't even know if it's still up because I privated some of my older videos. And I might have privated that one because it might have had like a copyright strike on it for music or something. But I have like a really old like Taylor Swift book tag that was like a really, really old book tag that someone made from years ago. I don't know if it's still up. But that was like right after I'd gotten back from like her 1989 tour too. So I was also like wearing the tour shirt and everything. I was super like excited. I remember that video. But I don't know if I'd make like another one necessarily. I've thought about doing like book recommendations based off of her songs. I've seen plenty of people make videos like that. And I thought that might be fun, but also I don't know. I don't know. I've like started coming up with like a list and everything, but I'm not sure if I'll do it or not. How did I find the Scythe trilogy? I really like the Scythe trilogy. The last book was a little bit underwhelming in my opinion, but overall I really liked it. Have I read Graceling? Yes, I loved Graceling. I read all 3 books. I know there's like a new one out now too. I haven't read Winterkeep. I think that's the newest one. I haven't read that one. Oh, am I giving away a journal? I forgot to mention this. I'm very sorry. This was not organized. This was me just here like hanging out and talking. I wanted to do like a giveaway for one of my reading journals, a copy of my reading journal, just to like thank you all and to celebrate a bit. Unfortunately, the giveaway will have to be US only. I can't do an international giveaway because I'm going to personally send this out, and I don't know if it will work if I can send it to what am I saying? Internationally, if I open it to everybody, because it'll be really hard with shipping. But I do plan to do an international giveaway like with my publisher eventually. So I'm going to ask them. So there will be a separate international giveaway eventually. I'm going to ask them about that. But this giveaway will just be like US only, because I'm planning on like signing and personalizing it to you too, if you'd like that. But I did want to just give away a copy of the journal for anyone who's interested. Basically, I'll put the rules like in the description box afterwards too, but I'll also explain it here. All you have to do is like comment in this video, not in the live chat, like in the actual comments, because I need it to stay there permanently so I can see it. In the comments of this video, and the comments should be open. Please tell me if they are. And it might only work after I end the live. So if it works afterwards, you can just do it afterwards. And just comment on the video and like, I don't know, tell me, what should we say? Tell me your favorite book that you've read recently, and also how long you've been watching my videos, so we can relate it back to the 7-year anniversary. I don't care if it's been like one day since you started watching my videos, that's fine. I'm not going to pick it based on how long you've been watching. It's going to be random, but just let me know, just because I'm curious and I'm nosy. So yeah, let me know that. Make sure that you're 18 years or older or have your parents' permission to give me your address, your name and address, so that I can send it to you, and also leave your contact info. So I need your email or your like Instagram handle or something, somewhere where I can reach you, whatever that might be. So yeah, leave those in the comments, and then I will select a random winner. I'll post about this on Instagram too, probably. You can either comment there or on here. I'll figure it out. It's very chill. But yeah, I do just want to give one away to one of you because, yeah, I thought it would be fun. So we'll do that. Yeah, comments don't open until the live ends. So when the live ends, just comment it in the comments of this live. Thank you. So yeah, and then I'll give one away. But again, it's US only for now, and I will do a separate one that will be international. So I apologize about that, but I want to be able to like make sure that it gets to you. And I know international shipping gets really tricky, and I don't want to have to like deal with it getting lost and everything. And it's easier to do that through my publisher. So, what do I do outside of YouTube? This. YouTube is essentially my whole job, but outside of YouTube, this. I published my reading journal, and potentially, maybe, hopefully, one day other things. We'll see. Have I read The Poppy War? If not, do I plan on reading it? I definitely plan on reading it. I have a whole video that it will be included in, planned out. So that's why I haven't read it yet. My favorite YouTubers. A lot of people are asking my favorite YouTubers. Let's go to my subscriptions and see. And to be honest with you, I don't watch a lot of YouTube. Most of my favorite YouTubers are like some of my friends, because I watch them more than anyone else, but I really don't watch a lot of YouTube, which I understand might be weird since I make YouTube videos, but I don't know, like I have a hard time sometimes watching YouTubers when I'm making content, because I don't like things to like influence me too much or to like compare myself, and I try and like avoid that. But some of my favorite booktubers, a couple friends, This Story Ain't Over, love Jenny, she's the greatest. Elias, of course. Throne of Pages, Bella, she's great. Those are, yeah, some of my favorite booktubers. But I also don't really watch a lot of booktube. I do watch other YouTube more. I love Amanda from Amanda H. Lee, of course. Her journaling content is the greatest. Yeah, who else do I watch? I really have not been watching a lot of YouTube. I'm going to be honest. Like, not at all. And if I do watch something, I'm kind of watching things fairly casually. I watch a lot of like random long video essays on weird topics that are, I don't know, not even related to anything that I do. But yeah. Sorry, forgot to go back to the comments. Yeah, Bella. Hi, Bella. Your video about me reading my favorite books is still one of my favorite videos. I've watched it like 3 times. Have I seen Young Royals? I have not seen Young Royals. I really want to. I know I should. Everyone keeps telling me I need to watch it. I'll watch it. It sounds good. Ow. Just scratched myself with my ring. Favorite song from each Taylor Swift album. I don't know. That's so hard. That's so hard because there's like the song that I think is the objectively the best song on the album, and then there's my favorite, and those are 2 very different things. So let's do that. I'll probably answer just like a few more questions and then go afterwards because your girl is getting a little hungry. I need to eat lunch. I still haven't had lunch, so let's do this and I'll answer some more questions still beforehand. No. Okay. My favorite from debut is Should Have Said No, hands down. That is my favorite. That's still one of her best songs in my opinion. Like it's iconic. Should Have Said No for sure from debut. And then let's go to Fearless, Taylor's version. We're going to consider the Taylor's versions. My favorite from Fearless is The Other Side of the Door, I think. Or, no, see, this is so hard because The Way I Loved You is also up there. And it's like, okay, it's like Fearless, The Way I Loved You, and The Other Side of the Door are probably my top 3 from that album. And obviously, like every other song. That album's so nostalgic for me. But the one I've been listening to the most recently from that album is The Other Side of the Door. And then from Speak Now, my favorite is Enchanted. But like Dear John is the best song, and Dear John and Last Kiss are the best songs on that album. But like it's so complicated. Also, I love Back to December, Story of Us, Better Than Revenge, Haunted deserves more respect. I'm just gonna list a few favorites from each one because I can't pick one. It's way too hard. From Red, it's obviously All Too Well 10-minute version, but it's also what's it called? Nothing New from the bonus tracks and Better Man. Nobody ever talks about Better Man, and I would like to argue that is one of her best songs ever because it is. And what are the other ones I like from that one a lot? The Moment I Knew. Yeah, those are the best songs from Red, in my opinion. And then, where's 1989? From 1989, the best one is Clean. And it's my favorite, I think. But then, like, Style and Out of the Woods are the other 2. And Wildest Dreams. Style and Out of the Woods. But yeah, okay. But my favorite is Clean. My favorite on that album is Clean. And then Reputation, the best song on Reputation is Getaway Car. That's all I need to say. It's the best song on that album. It's so good. And then what? Lover? It's The Archer. It's Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer is the best one. And also The Archer. Yeah. Sorry, I'm taking this very seriously. From Folklore, the best song is Cardigan. I didn't even have to click on it. The best song is Cardigan, and that is also my favorite song on that album. That's not debatable. But also, like, the whole, like, Betty James August trilogy is kind of the best part of the whole album. And also This Is Me Trying. And also Illicit Affairs. And My Tears Ricochet is potentially her best written song. It's complicated, but the best one is Cardigan. And then from Evermore, it's Champagne Problems and what's it called? Right Where You Left Me. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, that's my list. Anyway. People saying, "No, it's August." I mean, you're right. Like, you can't really be wrong about that, but it's cardigan. It has to be cardigan. Sorry, comments are catching up. Do I listen to Harry Styles? I do. I really like his music. I really liked his new album. I've been listening to it a lot. Should you read The Night Circus? Yes. It's like my favorite book ever. So yes, you should read The Night Circus. Can I do an experiment with spooky books? I've been thinking about doing that. Come like October. I have a couple of like more fall themed experiments planned out already and the books picked out. So yeah. Have I seen Attack on Titan? Yeah, I've seen all of it. What do I mostly use my iPad for? I use it a lot for videos, for like, I use Procreate, for example, to make like the, what's it called, like illustrations and things that are in my videos. So that's typically what I use it for more than anything else. That and like reading, like either in just like the books app or yeah, on fanfiction, not fanfiction.net. I haven't used that website in so long. On AO3 or something, like it's the perfect place to read. Questions. Okay. I'll probably take just a few more and then I'll start heading out. Can you hear my stomach grumbling? I hope you can't because it's loud. Your girl is hungry. Oh my God. Do I like Jujutsu Kaisen? I do. I didn't love it. I really liked the like last 4 or so episodes, but before then I just thought it was kind of okay. When is my next video? My next video is on Friday. It comes out on Friday. I am almost finished with editing it. But yes, it'll be out on Friday. I'm very excited for you all to see it. I think you'll like it. You did just hear my stomach. Of course. Of course. Ugh. I haven't had a lot to eat today and I'm hungry. Any books that are similar to Sorcery of Thorns? Oh my God, I'm stepping on my books. Similar to Sorcery of Thorns? Yes. A Far Wilder Magic. It's different. It's different, but it's also like standalone fantasy with like great vibes. I love standalone fantasy with great vibes. So this one. K-pop girl groups. My favorite K-pop girl group is Twice. And I also really like, I really liked, what's it called? Le Seraphim's like new album. Sour Grapes and Blue Flame are great songs. Yeah, that was really good. And who else do I listen to? I mostly just listen to Twice, honestly, more than anything else. Have I seen or read Nana? I haven't. My sister's watched the whole thing and she told me that I should watch it, but I haven't seen it. I've seen like episode 1 and 2, I think, a long time ago, like maybe 6 years ago. But I don't really remember it. Okay. I think that's all the questions I'm going to take for now, and then probably end this live stream here since it's been like almost an hour and 15 minutes now, which I think is a good place to stop. But yes, so thank you all so much for joining me here. Thank you all so much for celebrating 7 years of me making videos and just hanging out with me and for just being here with me. Thank you for allowing me to do this for as long as I have, and for allowing me to, like, I don't know, just have this space and have this community, and for being like such a kind and wonderful community to have around. It's meant so much to me. I truly consider you all like my friends. And I know that sounds like really cheesy to say, but I do, because it's just like such a nice space. And yeah, I appreciate you all so much. I'm not gonna get emotional, so we're fine. It's fine. But truly, I really do appreciate you all so much. It's been an incredible 7 years. It's had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but I have appreciated every moment of it, and I've been so grateful for every moment of it that I have had with you all. So Yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for just being here always. And yeah, I'm very excited for what the future holds. I'm very excited to see our community grow. It has grown so much already in these past 7 years. It's kind of absurd. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes from here as well. Yeah, anyway, don't forget that if you want to enter the giveaway, you can just enter after this live show ends. Just comment on the in the comments section if you want to win a copy of the reading journal with your what did I say that you have to say? How long you've been watching my videos does not matter how long, and your current favorite read, and just with some place that I can contact you, either like an Instagram handle, Twitter, or something, and make sure you have DMs and stuff open, or your email so that I can email you if you are the winner, and I'll pick it at random and contact the winner and then let you all know once the winner's been contacted. But yeah, again, it's also US only, US only, and make sure that you are 18 or older or have your parents' permission to give me your contact info. But yes, again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for being the greatest community that anyone can ask for. I love you very dearly. And I will see you guys on Friday with a new video. And then again, very soon with more videos. I'm here to stay. Here's to another 7 years. That would be crazy, but you know what? I'm excited about it. So yeah. Anyway, I love you all very much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for celebrating, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, it's not ending. Now it's ending.